Shifting focus to the other big national story we're tracking this afternoon, the latest ruling of the Supreme Court could come as a big shocker for some political parties and politicians. The Apex Court has today prohibited the use of photographs of political leaders in advertisements issued by the government. The judgment, however, allows the use of photographs of the President, the Prime Minister and the Chief Justice of India, and also leaders who've expired. The court has also asked a three-member ombudsman to make sure that the implementation of the order is carried out. This order of the Supreme Court follows a petition by Prashant Bhushan's NGO Common Cause.
Political personalities, including the Chief Minister or ministers, cannot be used in any government advertisement from today. That only the photographs of the Prime Minister, President and Chief Justice can be used, and that too if those functionaries themselves allow the use of their photographs in government advertisements. This means that from today onwards, no advertisements issued by any government, whether central or state government, can use photographs of even the Chief Minister or any ministers of any government. Those advertisements and hoardings which are continuing all over the country, which are in place all over the country, which show photographs of various ministers, chief ministers, etc., they will have to be taken down forthwith.
I think it's a non-issue. As a Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, I had never printed a single government ad which had my photograph. It's a non-issue. Why should the Honorable Supreme Court waste their time on such a trivial issue?
Supreme Court cracks down on publication of ads featuring politicians. Let's get a word from our Deputy Editor Shivaru, who will explain to us what this exactly means for politicians who use government money to publish their photographs in ads.
Well, I don't think politicians and netas are going to be very happy about what the Supreme Court has done, because believe me, for years we've been used to netas splashing their photographs on public funded advertisements for states and policies and projects. Take a look at this advertisement in a newspaper just a few days ago. It has Narendra Modi. He's the Prime Minister. He's still allowed by the Supreme Court to be in these ads. But you've got Manohar Lal Khattar here in this ad for the state of Haryana and its policies for women. Well, the new ad will actually look something like this. It'll have Narendra Modi, but you can't have the Chief Minister of the state. Another advertisement from just a few days ago has a picture of Narendra Modi and Ravi Shankar Prasad. Well, Ravi Shankar Prasad can forget about having his photograph in any of these ads, as can any other neta apart from the Prime Minister. Of course, the President and the Chief Justice have also been allowed. But ads of these kind could cause a problem in states. Well, this is of course a BJP-ruled state. You've got Shivraj Singh Chauhan and you've also got another local leader here. But Shivraj Singh Chauhan can not put his own photograph. Say for instance, if Narendra Modi actually visits him in Madhya Pradesh, he can't put his own photograph in any of those ads. It'll have to be just the Prime Minister. There's another one here which has the President, which is allowed, but it can't have JP Nadda and his junior minister in the Health Ministry. Of course, all of this can cause a lot of problems in states where the BJP isn't in power. Say for instance in West Bengal or in Karnataka, if Narendra Modi visits, like for instance just a few days ago when he visited Bengal, if this was a picture of Mamta Banerjee, perhaps that could happen a few days ago. But now under the new strictures, will Mamta Banerjee actually publish ads using her state's money with just a picture of Narendra Modi, or will it be just a blank picture with no photographs at all? Perhaps that's what the public really wants. But like we're saying here on Headlines today, netas definitely aren't happy.
All right, so netas clearly not happy with this decision which has been passed by the Supreme Court. Let's also get a word from Maha Siddiqui, who's with us live in the national capital. Maha, as you've rightly pointed out, that non-BJP ruled states might have a problem with this order that's been passed by the Supreme Court. Are they likely to challenge it?
Not just the non-BJP states. In fact, most politicians are likely to have a problem with this order of the Supreme Court. And we have started getting reactions here at Parliament, with many of the leaders coming out and saying that this is a matter of debate, and it perhaps is the prerogative of the government, that the various governments can decide for themselves whose picture they want to publish in the advertisements taken out by them. Now, Simi, clearly this issue looks like one again that could lead to an executive collective judiciary tussle really, because there are many of the opinion that the government must challenge this sort of an order and what they perhaps look at it as a diktat from the Supreme Court. Clearly, we've got a lot of opinions, and one which I'd like to highlight is that of Digvijay Singh, and we just heard him say that the judiciary should not waste time on trivial issues like this, is how he puts it. There are others like Sanjay Raut of the Shiv Sena who believe that that there should be a debate on this issue, and a person like Pramod Tiwari from the Congress party also said that what if the government wants to publish the picture of some great leader from the country, somebody like Mahatma Gandhi? There's no clarity on that, is what he believes, and that therefore it is an issue that should be looked into deeply and perhaps debated if the judiciary does not want political people featuring on advertisements and limiting it only to the President, the Prime Minister and the CJI. But let me also bring in another aspect, Simi, that of what the common man feels. Many people actually do feel that these full page, half page ads on newspapers that we so often see from political parties, from various departments of the government, from various states, they do go overboard, they splurge, and the people feel that it is their money that is being used for propaganda of a particular government, and that it should not be like that. In fact, their actions should speak for them rather than printing of such huge advertisements and wasting money on that.
All right, so varying opinions coming in from politicians and members of the public. Maha, can you explain to us what were the arguments that were put forth by Prashant Bhushan's NGO when they took this petition before the Supreme Court?
Well, clearly the argument was based on the fact that these ads that we so often see in newspapers, sometimes going as much as to a full page ad, which are very expensive, and we've seen pictures not just of the Prime Minister, the President, we also see pictures of the ministers of the relevant ministries, also the chief ministers. Now the whole basis, the whole premise is again the sentiment that this is wasteful expenditure, and that really is the contention here. While many people do believe that it is wasteful expenditure, that this money can be better utilized for the people and administration, there are many others, and especially the political class, which looks clearly unhappy with this decision, saying that it's a matter of larger debate and that this sort of an order from the judiciary is something that should be debated and perhaps be re-looked into.
All right, so politicians are asking for an informed debate on this issue, also saying this matter needs to be looked into greater detail. Maha, thanks so much for that update. We're going to keep coming back to you for more reaction.